Monday morning on Amsterdam Hook, a day or two before spring tide. You can see the water is low, the tide has just turned, starting to come in. And there's one heck of a long row ahead of me today. I'm going to head all the way up to Redhouse, 16 kilometers upriver. I'll be using a fair tide to boost my speed. Hopefully not take me more than 2 hours. Wind has just turned north. Infamous berg winds, very hot and dry. It's going to be a scorcher today. You can see the mist is already starting to bleed off. Let's hit it. Right, I've paddled into the main channel here. It took me about 10 minutes. And as it turned out, the current hasn't actually turned yet. There's normally a bit of a delay for the current in the river to turn around and start pushing. All the momentum of the water coming down, especially with the rains we've had recently. At low tide, the river will continue to flow out for another hour or so after the tide in the sea is actually turned. There you can see we're doing about 0.6, 0.7 knots towards the sea. So I'm gonna put in some extra effort to just get some distance in before the current turns again. Moved into the shallows here. The current against me is a little slower compared to the deeper waters, and we also get to see quite a bit of wildlife. I've got a spoonbill feeding about 20 meters ahead of me. My speed is up to at least about 4.3, 4.4 k's knots, average cruising speed, up from just over 3.5. Tide has certainly made a big difference, and the wind is starting to help as well. Hopefully from now on the current will start playing a bigger role, start picking up more speed. Redhouse not too far away anymore. Wasn't 16 k's as I first thought it was. 16 kilometers actually takes you all the way to Perseverance. Redhouse a little bit closer than that. We'll check the exact distance when we get there. So let's get down to paddling. This is Redhouse, tiny little village on the Swartkops River. Subject to its moods and floods. Most of what you see in front of me is underwater during a major flood. Most of the houses have quite a sturdy wall to the front of their gardens just to break the worst of the flood waters when it comes through. That garage there, that boathouse, will be almost entirely underwater in a major flood. Wind has started to pick up a little, almost maintaining 5 knots steady cruise. Right there's the Redhouse Yacht Club, final destination for the day.
Hello.
Hi, hi. Ready to sail today? Are you sailing today?
Yes. Sailing camp early start